According to Dr. Maresh, cultivation analysis predicts and explains the long-term foundation and shaping of perceptions, understandings, and beliefs about the world as a result of the consumption of mass media messages. Mass media cultivates certain beliefs about reality that are held in common by mass media consumers. Heavy TV viewing cultivates the sense of the world as a violent place, and heavy TV viewers often perceive there to be much more violence in the world than there actually is. This is due to the tendency of news organizations to focus on violent or negative stories instead of the positivity or love in the world. The communication accommodation theory states that people often change the way they communicate with individuals of different cultural or social groups in order to evoke a listener's approval, achieve communication efficiency, or to maintain a positive social identity. This is done primarily by convergence and divergence. Convergence is the process of adapting one's communication to someone's behavior. Divergence is accentuating the verbal or nonverbal differences between communicators. People often use convergence as a persuasion tool. When a communicator mimics some attributes of the listener's communication style, or makes a noticeable change in their communication to meet the listener's needs, that listener is more likely to comply because they feel more comfortable in the situation. Take a look at this clip from the 1988 film Rainman, starring Tom Cruise and Dustin Hoffman. Keep the definitions of cultivation analysis and communication accommodation in mind while watching. To set the scene, Cruise's character Charlie is trying to get him and his autistic brother Ray to Los Angeles. But at the airport, things don't go quite to Charlie's plan.
Lenny, I don't care what you think. Did they say that? You're gonna have to be a lot more forceful with them. Lenny, listen, Lenny, shut up a moment here. I am in serious trouble here. I can't get to these cars. I can't get the money. Do you understand that? My loan is past due.
Look, I'll call the loan officer.
Lenny.
We have a problem. Listen, Charlie, let me talk.
Lenny, just listen to me. I'll be in LAX in 3 hours, okay? Now remember, the Buick is an A3 main terminal. Make sure they pick it up. All right? Well, all right, we'll see you in a few. Rainman, let's go. Right, let's go. Come on. What are you watching, Ray?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Final call for flight 1559, service to Salt Lake City and Los Angeles. Now departing.
Because there's an airplane out there.
Yeah, that's right, and everybody's boarding. Let's go.
Airline travel is very dangerous.
But don't be silly. It's the safest travel in the world. You're gonna love this. Trust me.
Yeah.
Now, come on.
Oh, no.
Ray,
Yeah.
we're in an airport. People
Yeah.
fly out of airports. What do you think we were doing here this whole time?
Yeah, flying's very dangerous. 1987, there were 30 airline accidents. 211 were fatalities. And 231 were definite passengers.
Yeah, well, this plane is very safe. Believe
Yeah.
me. Now, I gotta get to LA and I don't have time for this shit.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, I
Ray,
don't know. I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
What, is
I
it
don't
this
know.
airline?
Yeah.
Is it this airline?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. We can, there's an American plane.
American Flight 625 crashed April 27th, 1976.
We don't have to take American. There's a lot of flights.
Yeah, pick another airline.
Continental. We'll take the
Continental
Continental. Come on.
crashed November 15th, 1987. Flight 1713, 28 casualties.
This is very serious, Ray.
Yeah, very serious.
You see, I have to get to Los Angeles, all right? So you're gonna get on that plane. You understand me?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to get on a plane.
Yeah, get on a plane.
Yeah. Now there's a Delta.
Yeah.
I mean, it leaves at midnight, Ray, you know, but Delta, how's
The
Delta?
Delta crashed August 2nd, 1985. Lockheed L-1011, Dallas, Fort
All right,
Worth.
right.
Terrible wind chill.
All airlines.
135
All
passengers.
airlines have crashed at one time or another. That doesn't mean that they are not safe.
Qantas.
Qantas?
Qantas never crashed.
Qantas?
Never crashed.
Well, that's...
Never crashed.
I mean, that's going to do me a lot of good, Ray.
Yeah.
You see, Qantas doesn't fly to L.A. out of Cincinnati. You have got to get to Melbourne.
Australia.
Melbourne, Australia, in order to get the plane that flies to Los Angeles. Do you hear me?
Canberra's a capital. 16.2
Let's go.
million population. Six very
Don't
lovely
give me a hard
beaches.
time. You and I are going to get on this fucking plane. Now, let's go.
No.
We're not going to take the plane. He's okay. He's okay. He's okay. We're not going to take the plane. Just relax. He was. He was upset. We were going to take the plane. We're not going to take the plane now. We're not going to take the plane, Ray. We're not going to fly, okay?
No flying.
We're not going to fly.
No flying.
You tire me, Ray.
Yeah.
We're going to drive to Los Angeles. We're going to drive to L.A. Okay? Come on, Ray. Ray? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. Here.
No flying.
Take the bag. We're not going to take the plane, Ray. Just
Yeah.
grab the fucking bag.
No flying.
You're killing me, Ray. I just want you to know you are killing me, man.
No
I
flying.
gotta be in LA in 3 hours. It's gonna take me 3 days. Come on. Come on.
No flying.
No flying.
No flying. Of course, I got Jeopardy at 5 o'clock. Go watch Jeopardy.
Don't start with that, Ray. Don't
Got
start
Jeopardy
with
at
that.
5 o'clock.
Cultivation analysis can easily be applied to this scenario. Ray watches a lot of TV and consumes many mass media messages. His disorder causes him to remember random facts and numbers, so all the airline crashes were fresh in his mind. These few incidents caused him to be terrified of air travel when flying is very safe and accidents only rarely occur. Mass media messages do not portray this safety, though. Television networks are more likely to air stories of airline crashes rather than examples of flight safety. This instills a false fear into media consumers like Ray about the world. A major assumption of cultivational analysis claims that television shapes our society's ways of thinking by painting a convincing picture of what the world is really like through repetition and stability. This means because the events that receive the most media attention are violent or negative, like the Sandy Hook shooting and the Boston Marathon bombing, TV portrays the world as a scary and negative place. These types of stories are constant and stable, never straying from the negativity. Ray had obviously consumed many more negative messages about air travel than positive ones. Communication accommodation doesn't have much to do with cultivation analysis, but it can also be applied to this scene. At first, Charlie demonstrates an example of divergence. His style of communication is very different than that of Ray's. Charlie's tone is harsh and irritable, and his nonverbal suggests frustration with Ray. Ray's communication style is quiet and calm. Charlie accentuates these differences in an attempt to display his urgency to Ray. By being harsh and pushy, he hopes Ray understands that they need to hurry up and board the plane. After Ray freaks out, Charlie alters his approach to convergent accommodation. In order to calm Ray down, Charlie softens his tone of voice and gets down to Ray's level. This allows him to more effectively communicate with Ray. This convergence also maintains Charlie's positive social identity. Had he gotten mad and continued on his divergent path, the people in the airport would have judged him negatively. The cultivation analysis theory was easy to apply to this scenario. I believe the theory is completely sound. It states that television only has a limited effect on people's view of the world, but through repetition and stability, these limited effects can have a big impact. I also believe the communication accommodation theory is solid. It too is easy to apply to the scenario. The theory explained why Charlie used two different communication styles and how they benefited him.